Evening. Hi Karen, how are you? Evening Kelly. Hi Rough Rider, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hey Danielle. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Right, everybody that's a mum. How is everybody? Hey Humble Grumble. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Oh, nighty chocolates. I like this like best mum biscuit tin thing. What else did I get her? There was a couple of other little bits, but it wasn't like flowers, more chocolates. It was her birthday. It was her birthday last weekend, so yeah, she would have got more. I haven't really been up to anything really. Just seen my dad and stepmom this morning. But took my brother to the car boot yesterday. Babysat Bella. Just family stuff really. What about you? Oh yeah, we got some really nice weather this week. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're well. Girls play bass. Thanks, Helen. Yeah, it's happy. My mate, that was so cute. My mate got me a, what was it? Something to do with Happy Cat Day or something. A card as well, cute. They've all been in most of the day, but obviously it's dark now. They're all gone out to play. They think it's safe. I hope everyone's had a nice Mother's Day who are mums. Oh, I am absolutely knackered, as always. So anyone got any questions about prison? Your daughter's got me cards. Oh, there's Romeo. Actually, he's just going out now. Romeo, hi. You can't say hello. Come here then. He's like, nope. He went to then as well, and then he thought better of it. He's like, nope. Didn't get me on camera. It's so funny, right? We got this big, I call him Scarface, right? Because he's got a scar across there and he looks like a mean beast. And I reckon about a month ago, he's been sitting up on the back fence in my garden watching all my cats and that play, right? And anyway, he started coming in. Bella sat upright on me like that, and I know when something's wrong because they go all like upright. I looked through my door's bedroom door was open. He's just there, like staring at me. He's been coming in through the window and eating food. What was the worst thing you saw in prison? Hi, Rockfella. Right, Danielle, I'll go on to yours in 1 second. So, what was the worst thing I saw in prison? Do you know what it must be? I reckon it's self-harm. I reckon it was when a girl come out of her cell and like the officers actually said to me like, you need just like be prepared for this. But she had literally scratched her whole face apart, like literally like there wasn't a place on her neck or her head that she hadn't like gouged. It was really bad. What do I think of the Lucy Letby case? Do you know what? Like, I reckon she might be innocent, you know. I really do. But I think it's weird how it's gone all quiet and stuff. And surely if she didn't do it, she should be like immediately released. So, yeah. Yeah, he does want to move in. It's because I reckon my cats tell all the other cats. My next door neighbour's cat comes in, he lives in there and eats all the food. Are you from Bedford? I'm from Reading. Dino Girl. Hi Dino Girl, thank you for the sub. Are you Tommy? I'm now 7 times table tennis champion for Ken. Go on, well done. But yeah, I reckon so far, it's probably got to be the worst thing I see in prison. Do you think Lucy Letby will ever get out then? Do you know what? It's a hard one because, no, I'm not from Bedford, I'm from Reading. It's like, if she didn't do it, why isn't she out? So that's the weird thing. But also, I reckon they don't want her to be found innocent because that's going to be the biggest miscarriage of justice. Oh my God. I can't get my words out tonight. Actually, I don't get my words out most nights, to be fair. That they've ever had, ever. And she will be owed probably millions because it ain't just going to be for every day that she's in there. It's going to be the mental torture that she's going to get when she gets out. Her life will never be the same again. And everyone will know who she is. Everyone knows who she is. And you know how, like, people, like them people that believe that TV shows, the actors are real and stuff, and they get abused. People, like, there will still be a load of people that won't believe it. And she'll be living with that for years and years. It could take years for the Court of Appeal to make a date on a review on Letby. She's been denied twice already, so it has to go to specialist court, I believe. Oh, thank you. You always have the information, don't you? She's waiting for the review results. Do you know what? So, like, but again, if there's evidence there already that she didn't do it, why should it be taking so long? That can't, like, that's what blows my head. So sad, self-harm, Fran. Also, I am in two minds about Lucy. Like you say, someone has to have answers if they got this wrong and was used as some sort of NHS scapegoat. I know, it's really bad, like really, really bad. And I think that's why they'll prolong it, because they will not want her to be innocent, because, wow, like, yeah. Like, can you imagine the media if she's found innocent? The Birmingham 6, that was a big miscarriage of justice. Oh, yeah, is that the guy, the 6 guys that... Did they make a film about that? Or did I just watch it? Am I thinking of something else? Oh, shit, I'm so sorry to hear that, Danielle. That's bad. How long did he have left? Suicide's really bad. My best friend's brother unalived himself when we were like 14, and I've seen the damage. Hi, Jack. That it does to family firsthand. It destroys absolutely everyone. What we're talking about? Yes, Parkhead boy. How are you? Okay, well, you can't be in here if you're 12, I'm afraid. It's not for under 18s. Gonna have to... I can't have 12-year-olds here. He was an addict and he was on remand and they took days to get methadone and he couldn't deal with the shit. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. And that like happens a lot. Like, people don't get, like, when girls come in and they have addiction, I've seen it, and you go like to you go to like house block 1 is where they house all the people that got found with drugs in their system, and like you'll go there, like, because I was an induction worker, so I'd meet and greet. You go the next day and there's like vomit and shit everywhere. That is so young. I mean, any age is not right, but still, 26 is, yeah, so much life left. And the prison system, it's such a massive failure in that, because he should have been under obs, especially if he was struggling. Has anybody been out? Oh my God, I'm so tired. Yesterday I was up at 4 o'clock and then I didn't stop. I didn't get in till about 8:30, literally all day. I went out and then I was babysitting. I was going to go to sleep, but I thought I'd come on here for half hour first. But what I was trying to say anyway, has anyone been out for Mother's Day for a meal? or any more questions about prison. Was actually same prison Fred Weston did his life too. Shit. Old Fred West and Rose West. She was in Bronzefield just before I got there, but they swapped her with Joanne Dennehy, I do believe. So I never crossed paths with her. It's quiet again tonight. Anyone got any questions about prison? Me? Like my life? Could you send your mum a Mother's Day card from prison? Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can buy Mother's Day cards, you can buy birthday cards, Father's Day cards, congratulation cards. Yeah, I think she did. I do believe. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I've got a box on top of it. I could have hang on one sec. Let me see if I can get it out. Got like, oh, that's the menu. I'll show it on here. This is like part of the canteen, the food menu. How much? Oh, quite a lot, Elboy. Quite a lot, to be fair. It was great. I'm going to read it out loud. What was it like to actually have a criminal in the justice system called Joanne Dennehy and Rose West in the same prison? So they wasn't in the same prison. They done, cheers, Elboy. Can we talk about that? Yeah, we can. Hold on. So they wasn't in the prison at the same time because I think rumours, I didn't hear this, I wasn't in the prison, that Joe was going to do something to Rose West if she was in the prison when she went there. So they done a swap. I didn't even know who Joanne Dennehy was. I heard of Rose West, didn't even know who Joanne Dennehy was when I got there. Didn't have an absolute Scooby. It was because someone said to me, her documentary was on in a couple of nights and one of the girls had a phone in there. She was like, look, Joanne Dennehy's in here. And I was like, don't even know who she is, mate. So she started showing me the documentary. And I was like, wow. It becomes a bit surreal when you think, Jesus, I'm in here with like one of the most notorious serial unalivers. And what would you like to talk about, Parkhead Boy? How many carpets I played around with? Would you have said anything to Rose West if you did ever see her? No. No, I wouldn't, no. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. What are some of the things you'd like to see change about the prison system? Good question, Tracy. It's got to be the mental health support, first of all. But at the same time, I don't blame the prison as such. They have obviously mental health workers in there. There's not enough support for the women. So that would be the first thing that obviously the government would need to work on. Secondly, I think the amount of out time. So if you look at Bronzefield, you were lucky some days if you even got 20 minutes and you'd walk around in a little triangle fenced off. You couldn't see over it or anything like that. So you was really confined in. And when I went to Send, you had quite a nice bit of a walk area and it was out by a pond. You got a lot more fresh air and I think that makes a difference. Sounds silly, but when you're talking about people's mental health, that comes in, hand in hand. And I think half the time prison officers will say, oh, we got no staff, we got to bang you up, or we got no staff, you can't go out. And I really think it's just a load of bollocks. They just can't be asked. Do you believe a lot of crimes are done due to bad experiences in life? I would say addiction, 100%. I would probably say like 80% of it is due, oh my God, comes from some sort of trauma. And then obviously if you're introduced to drugs, then, you know, you're an addict, then it's game over. Crimes are then normally stemmed from mostly drugs, but I don't necessarily think it's always down to bad experiences. I'd say it's bad choices that you make, like who you hang around with. Are you a follower? Are you a leader? People do it to fit in. So that's class for me. It's just a poor choice. I hope that answered that okay. You can keep asking questions and why you're not talking to me. I will have a look for this on the... There was a card bit and it's normally there. I don't think it's project. I think that one's what Glenna made. That's not my Instagram. That's my Instagram. Ex-female prisoner. I think if you put in Francesca Fattore, and then it should come up with that. I don't know if you want to screenshot it or anything. I'll leave it there for a second. The light's poor, man. What was the prisoner governor like in Bronzefield? Was it a guy? I think it was a guy. Because you have all different governors. Oh, no, it was a woman, actually. Because you have all different governors in each area. And then you have, like, the top governor. I didn't really have any doings, really, to do with him. So I couldn't really say. And then in Send, it was Angie Stover. She was sound band. But if you got on the wrong side of her, you're fucked. And then it was a guy called Richie. I think it was Richie or something like that. And I thought he was an absolute dick. But actually, he wasn't too bad when you actually have a one-on-one encounter. And they fucked up with me royally one day. And I was supposed to go out on my rolls on a day release. And they told me I couldn't go out because someone had deleted it off the system somehow. And even the next day, he come and apologised to me. And because obviously my mate had come to pick me up and everything. I think it was like my second time to come out. And obviously, I'd literally just found out about mum as well having cancer, so I went mental. And he come down himself and spoke to me, and he was like, "I'm really sorry because I just can't authorise it." Then apologised again to me the next day and made sure that it was sorted, that I got a day out that week. So that's when I see a different side to him. I thought, actually, you're all right. This may seem daft, but can you ever have a pyjama day in prison? Yeah. So like at the weekend, you could just doss in your pyjamas. Like, you know, you could sit. So like, say me and you, Joanna, are like we're next door neighbours, or we live on the same landing, or like the same wing. When we're unlocked, you could come upstairs in your pyjamas, sit on my bed. As long as the door was open, we could sit and watch a film and just chill. Found you on Instagram. Follow me back or there'll be trouble. All right, calm down. I'm going to get loads of questions about bloody now, ain't I? Oh, there we go. All right, I got ya. You better accept me or you're going to be in trouble. I'm really into psychology. Are you? That's what... I'm waiting for my accept. That's what Corinne's doing, my friend. I don't know if you've seen Corinne on my channel before. She has got her own. She loves all that. Taking your time, ain't you? Hi, Phil. Are you well, my dear? Guessing you heard what's happened to... No, what's happened? I know her as Lulu. Phil, what the hell's happened to her? I'm well, thank you, and how are you? I mean him. What's happened to her husband? Why am I the last to know? It's because I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. Come on. Good boy. Know your place. Got battered in Wakefield. Wow. That's what I mean. But do you know what that's due to as well, Phil? Because that's so old that it's so old that, but they keep playing the documentary, because I watched their documentary while I was in prison, and it reminds people Would you say prison is so lonely? Yes, it's very lonely, but so like I never used to be able to sit with myself. I was codependent. I'll be real. And when I went into prison, then obviously being in a cell, man, you're there on your own with all your thoughts when you get locked in. But then like after like a year or two, no, I'd say more 2 years, I loved it. I couldn't wait till I was locked in or had to get behind my door. It was like an unwind time. And I just enjoyed it. But it really depends on what person you are. But it can be very lonely. And that's for everybody. Like, everyone can get lonely. I mean, I had relationships in there. And, like, that still can be lonely. Jail time is what you make it. It really is. Mike Philpott was on Jeremy Kyle. No way. They say karma comes from Phil. It was like that guy. What was that guy that they had got the tuna tin lid and slit his throat, nearly unalived him? I can't think of his name. He's recently gone in. That's what I mean. The guys are so different. They're on such another level to the women. Like, you... I mean, again, I only speak on 2 jails. I don't know what goes on in other jails, but you don't hear of all that stuff. Would the mothers see their children on Mother's Day, or would it be a day in the week for staffing issues? So, no. So they would. So Sundays, every prison has visits on Sunday. Well, most of them. So a lot of women would get to see their children. And then obviously it's depending on, then it's a very busy day. So there could be a case where there's not enough spaces, so they might not get to see them. Don't they censor the television in prison if they're offenders in the same prison as you and actually committed the crime? So, good question, Phil. They do and they don't. So, with the Philpotts one, they didn't. With Joanne Dennehy, they did. They would switch the channel off overnight that it was on. So, like, people wouldn't be talking about it all over the prison and then sort of psych the prisoner up. But I think the problem is sometimes they don't know it's on. They don't know that the program's on. And like with like Lulu, it never really got spoke about when it was coming on. But when it was Joe, everyone would be talking about it. The one who cut his throat was in before for a murder of attack. Yeah, I knew the guy was in for like essaying someone. So yeah, essay? No, what am I talking about? Unaliving, sorry. God's sake. So yeah, they yeah, in Belmarsh. Yeah, that's what I mean. I've never heard of women doing something crazy like that. But the men, they will get you, mate. I don't care. And he hadn't been in that long either, had he? I still can't believe they got Philpotts as well. I wonder if it had been on the TV recently. If the mum didn't get a spot on Mother's Day, would there be a priority for them next time, or a family day, or is it always a case of first come, first served? Yeah, it is always first come, first served. There is like a family room that you can book as well, but obviously that's only one person at a time, so it's pretty gutting for mums when they don't get it. But it's not like if they didn't get it on the Sunday, especially in Bronzefield, because they have visits 6 days a week, so they will get a visit in. It'll probably either be like a few days before or a few days after. It's not often that it's really that packed out. No, I haven't seen Smiler actually. I haven't even seen hi baby. Haven't even seen Corinne, although we spoke a bit. We spoke a bit yesterday, I think it was. Joanne would have took her violence to the next level if she got hold of you. Do you think? Or she a guard and not where 3 or more of them escort around? I used to speak to Joanne Dennehy all the time. And she was only, so anybody that's a high profile prisoner, so like Lucy Letby, Joanne Dennehy, really, really high profile, they will get escorted everywhere they go. So on the wing, they're free. They can just like chill on the wing and come out their cell. But when they leave the prison, so from going from the wing to visits, the wing to work or whatever, they have to have one officer escort them around sometimes too. How will Kai get treated? I don't know who that is. Sorry, I might be bad, but let me quickly Google it. I'm not, would the escort policy be the same with Rose West? Yeah, it would, Phil, yeah. Yeah. So that's like, so some people that have done shit to kids, they're basically protected. Oh, what am I Googling? Carl. Oh, yeah, I do know. I know. Now I've seen the picture. He will get messed up if the boys get their hands on him. Let's put it that way. They always do. Anything to do with kids and stuff like that is bad. The guys are bad. Women are more mouth than they are physical. And sorry, I was messaging my brother back. Yeah, the men are more physical than the women. Over the time you was there, did you notice government cuts as time went on? No. No, I think if anything, like, we don't really see that side of it. Like wages, if the wages went up on the outside, ours, like, you know, in the April, ours would go up by about 50p. Yeah, I just looked at it, Natalie. I didn't even I knew, as soon as I saw his face, I knew what one it was. Yeah. If he's on a normal wing, they won't care if he's in a wheelchair. I don't give a shit. Not the men. I tell you what. Do you want to know? I remember that Joanne Bird in the news. Oh, crack. What? He crackpot. We've lost me. He? She? Alright, do you want me to tell you? Right. Will we be protected though, or on a special wing? So they normally have, they call it, yeah, I know, mate. Jesus. That's something else she was. So, not like her crime was something else. She was all right to talk to. So what happens with people that have done stuff to kids, they normally go on, we call it a protected wing, and that's basically where all the P's live, all the kiddie unalivers and all that sort of stuff. So they are protected, yeah, because no one else can get on that wing. So like in Send, you had ABC on one big building wing, and then you had D wing, which was like sort of opposite that building. Yes, Jane. And then down the bottom you had E and F, which was privileged. Behind E and F you had J wing, which was all fenced off. It was like his own little prison. I used to call it a prison inside a prison, and it was all fenced off, and that's where 80% of them people lived. So no one could get to them. No, it's good. The questions are good because this is what I just come on the live for. This is any questions you got about prison, just crack on. No, you were fine, honestly. If it wasn't for you, I'd be staring at a screen. No one would be talking to me, so I appreciate you. Men's jails. Yeah, they do. But sometimes as well, men find the ways. Like there was one girl that had unalived, well, her partner unalived the kid. Apparently she knew nothing about it, which at the end of the day, I wasn't there. I don't know the truth. Like, I have no idea. But one girl got to her on J-Wing because on the weekends you used to go there to get your medication. So she pretended she needed meds, queued up, and then just jumped her. Yeah, Parkhead boy. That's a bit like, I think they're all like that because it was the same in Bronzefield. House Block 4 was a privilege wing, but they put all them people on there to protect them. So you had to be an enhanced prisoner. You had to graft to get on there because it was the only part of the prison that had showers in the cell. So they knew people like myself, because I wanted to get out and do my rottles. I'm not gonna start on a wrong un. So they could like mix them sort of people up. Did you actually, Danielle? Oh, bless you, Jane. Some men go on protection for silly reasons. Like, yeah, I was going to say they go on for drug debts, and they're the ones who do in the actual beast on protection. Yeah, so we was, me and my friend Max, and I always say rest her soul because she passed away a few months after I got out of prison. She was like my best mate. And we was doing PID, which was induction meet and greet. And we'd get like, you'd have a form and like this. So you'd fill it in, whatever you wanted. So you got like security if your request was for the reception or the salon or healthcare, whatever you wanted to do, you had to do on this bit of paper. Now we would get it and we'd have to tear the bottom off and sign it and send it, and we'd have to go around and post them all through the room to say that we posted these. So like we'd have to go to security, hand in the ones to security, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we had 2 of these and it said, please can you basically send it to, was it security? I think it was security. And it said that we need to be moved now. We're being threatened to like be beaten up and stuff. And they've put that on here and said, please don't tell anyone, blah, blah, blah. So we then had to hand it to security. And what had happened is these 2 girls had got themselves into a massive drug debt. And then they moved them down to J Wing, which they call the P Wing. And they went down there for their protection. Oh, wow. What was that like? What was your views on her? The second time in a matter of months that violence has been reported in Wakefield, Sydney. That cook in Wakefield, Sydney, cook that done child offences in your area was attacked in there as well last year. Really? I'm going to have to Google that. Imagine going on protection ring for a drug debt and getting locked up with... I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's mad. That's a lot of violence. That's where a lot of violence comes from. Drug debts. Where was it? Or he's an old man now. He's like 93. Yeah, no, I'm just looking. He is an old dude. Where was this then? She was very quiet, withdrawn, but a bit cocky with her answers. Yeah, do you know what? So my friend lived on the same landing as her, and she said that she was a bit thingy. And that's what you'll find is every person that has fucked with a kid walks around like their shit don't stink, and their attitude's insane. It's insane. I haven't laughed like that in ages. To Corinne Graveyard Madness, so funny. Oh mate, it was brilliant. I thought Rough Friday was you in the live when me and Corinne the bloody ladder, 2 girls on a ladder. Oh wow. Well, all I have to say on that is karma comes around to bite you in the arse. When you went on holiday Amsterdam, did the police out there need to be told about you because you've been to prison? No, so it's only countries like America and stuff. I think it's America, Canada, Dubai. They won't allow me in the country because I have a criminal record. Yeah, little Miss Mashhead's only just caught up with it. She's been watching it. So how much notice did you get, Francesca, when the guards come to ship you to another jail? So I actually asked to be shipped out. So it was my choice. They didn't want me to go, but I wanted to go because you could get shipped out any time. So I wanted it to be on my terms. But when I went to prison in 2005, I think I got, what did I get? I think it was 4 months for driving whilst disqualified for the second time. And when I got there, I was in Bronzefield for 7 days. And then I got a letter under my door saying, pack your bags, you're being shipped to Downview. So everybody's different. Some people can be there for about 3-4 months, they get shipped out. Some people can actually be there for like 3-4 days. It really depends on the space in the prison, because you always go to a remand prison. Sentence prisons don't take in court people. So hence why like Letby went to a different jail but then had to come back to a remand prison because she had to go back and forth to the court. So it depends. If the prison's full, they will just get rid of whoever they can out to the sentence jails. There was something a bit weird about her, like I couldn't put my finger on it, but her mum was strange too. Maybe it just runs in the family then. Is there an elderly wing? What age do they move people there? If so, good question again. No, there's no elderly wing. I was living on a wing with her, like, she was like 80 something years old. It's mad. It's mad. You go in and it's just like, what the hell? Like, it's a shock. It's such a shock. So no, anything from 18 up to 88, you're all living on the same wings. There's no special treatment in prison, unfortunately. Well, not that there should be anyway. I don't know why I say unfortunately, because at the end of the day, we've all committed crimes, so we all have to live amongst each other. But there was women, because in each prison, at the end of the wing, they'll have one big room. So the cell, so there'll be 4 altogether. If I'm thinking right, hang on, I'm just thinking. So there's normally like one. No, there's probably 2, I think. So anyway, whatever. Each wing has got at least one massive room. So it's catered for disabled people or people in a wheelchair. And then there was one woman that had carers come in and they used to bath her and like wash her clothes and stuff. Will you be able to go to the USA one day if you want to go? I think after 10 years of my, I don't know if it's when my license ends or when I got arrested, but it's 10 years and then I can apply for a green card and they can still say no. I was watching the jail documentary the other night, filmed at Downview. They were in there smoking illegal substances when being filmed. Was that the one where the girl got the iron out? Because if it was, that's just, I know her from Bronzefield, and a lot of that was put on show. Hey, how are you? Is it Els? I'm good, thank you. How are you? You got a good jail, you said 10 years in a past stream. Good, I'm glad you're well. Huh? I'm confused. Oh, you always confuse me, Jane. Yeah, it's been really good, thank you. What was we saying? Yeah, let me just tell you now, if it's the one with the iron, like, that officer sat there laughing, like, that's bollocks, man. There would have been about 10 officers. If she was being for real, there would have been about 10 officers jumping her for that. How does the first day of release feel like? I bet it's weird. Do you know what, Danielle? It's so weird, right? Because you have this massive expectation that it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be partying, you're going to go nuts, you're going to see everyone. But it's weird. It's like overwhelming, disappointing, very, very hard to explain. It's just not what you think it is. You imagine if you're locked away for so long and then like after a couple of days, it's like I was missing prison. I was missing it, and it wasn't like, it was weird. It was the structure, it was the routine of everything, and my friends, man. Like, I've been in 11 months of COVID, so I missed my little family. I was just going to ask about disabled prisoners and how many rooms there was for disabled people. So yeah, so it's, I think there's like 2 in Send on each wing, and then Bronzefield, I can't remember if there's 4 or 2 to a wing, but yeah, there wasn't that many. I don't really remember seeing in maybe 1 person, 2 people, 1 in a wheelchair. This other woman had a scooter. Like, electric scooter. I'm not even fucking joking, mate. She must have been about 50 and she had an electric scooter. Even one of the SOs was riding around on it one day. I had to go on it too. Of course I did. Oh, mate. No, I didn't meet Corinne in prison. She went in at a different time to me. She reached out to me when I'd done my YouTube. It's got to be over a year now, a couple of years ago, and we just gelled, man. She's such a good egg. Like, we will be friends for life. 100% be friends for life. I love her to bits. She's just funny and she doesn't know it. She's loyal as fuck. Just more loyal than some of my friends I've known forever. I enjoyed the jail, long-term playing football, most days working away. Anything I couldn't get was a woman, obviously. Yeah, see, I was all right because I'm gay. So I think if I wasn't gay, it wouldn't have been the same experience, I don't think, because you find that comfort in there. I don't think the farmer Tony Martin, who the boy should have gone to prison. The police did nothing to help him. I don't blame the farmer. He called the police so many times. I don't know that story, Natalie. But I'm guessing he was doing it just to protect his land and stuff. I don't think people should get life for stuff like that. Evening, Jay. How are you? Bloody hell, we're on nearly 45 minutes. That's gone quick. How long was you with your partner in prison? So my second partner, so we met in my first partner, let's rewind. So my first partner I met in Bronzefield, but we didn't actually like get in a relationship there. Then I went to Send and I was with someone for 6 months, and then she got deportated back to Albania. And then the girl that I was originally going to get with, we ended up getting back together. Well, we ended up getting together, sorry. And then we stayed together. She stood by me all through COVID and everything like that. And we was together, I don't know, we split up about 1.5 years ago. So we was together over a year in prison. And then, yeah, probably 3 years on the out. So it's together about 4 years. Yeah, that's what it did for me as well. It gave me structure. It was weird. I just missed and you don't have no responsibility, do you? Obviously you miss everyone, and I would never, ever, ever want to be back in prison. But it's so weird to explain. She sounds fuck funny. Oh my God, she do funny and blunt brain. I know, honestly, she's hilarious, mate. She was ready to jump over this 6-foot wall, mate, into the UK's most haunted graveyard and not have a way out. I said to her, "You mad?" Like, it was Halloween. It was like the week before Halloween or something. And I'm like, "I ain't doing it." Like, mate, I'm all down for staying in the graveyard. I said, "But I need a way out. Like, I'm scared of the dark. I'm not gonna lie. And bloody ghosts and shit." I don't even know why I agreed to do it. I would actually go with her though another time, but yeah, I wasn't down for jumping no 6-foot wall. Like, how do you even get back out? Not so good, been diagnosed with fatty liver. Need to get my fat ass in the gym next week and change my diet. Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that, Jay. Well, let's do it together. We should do a little thing. We should push each other. You're on my Instagram, aren't you? I feel like I need to join the gym, and we'll have to train together, but like down the phone. You might be gay, but you ain't met me yet. Oh, mate. Do you know what the funniest thing is? It's like a line I've heard 1,000,000 times. I'll turn you straight. I do love you though, Parkhead. I do. I didn't even realise you wasn't together anymore. Yeah, we've been split up for ages. What's my longest relationship? 4.5 years. Oh my God, it should have hit 1 million likes. But we had 20,000 views in 2 hours. I could not believe it. Not sure about the Instagram. Yeah, defo. I think we need to push each other. If you're not on, are you on Instagram, Jay? Do you think parole boards are for fit purpose? I think the parole board's bollocks. Because there's people that probably aren't ready to go out, they let out, and people that are ready to go out, they don't. And then sometimes they get it right. Their judgment is right. I need to start the gym and diet change as well. I've been recently diagnosed with hypertension and vascular issues of late. Well, Phil, you're another one. I think we need to just push each other. I think we all need to train together. We'll all have little challenges and that. Mate, I've been on a medical diet 3 weeks. It's hard exercise next. I know you do. Well, if you are on Instagram, follow me out. Follow me out. Hit the like and subscribe. Scream, I'll be my pants. What? I've lost 3 stone over the last year. Well done, Danielle. Do you know what? I was tiny. To be fair, I did look like a bit like I was a druggie when I come out. But I was training, like, honestly, I'm not, my mates will tell you, I like 2 to 3 sessions a day, jogging all the time. And then I just put loads of weight on. Loads. But I was this size when I went in. So if Holly, this gym instructor, was watching me, she'd be mad. She'd be shouting at me because she said, make sure you stick with your training, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. I was like, yeah, I will. I've done nothing. Everything she told me to do, I've done not to do. I've done the opposite. So I'm sorry, Holly, but I always appreciate her, man. She's fucking legend. Absolute legend. This gym officer. She got me through COVID. Sure, I'd love to meet up with you, Francesca. You're a good motivator. And not only that, you're a legend. Oh, thank you, Phil. I won't go as far as a legend, but I do try to motivate. I did calorie counting. I'm Fran's biggest fan. Hey, Kieran. I don't need to go to the gym. I'm perfect. I'm sure you are. I bet you're all like that. Fucking hench. I did message you on Instagram. Did you? I'll have a look when I come off. I was 15 stone, then I lost 6 stone. Now I put stone on 2. But 2's not bad out of 6. That's amazing. I'm very well, Kieran. How are you, darling? Calorie counting is the way to go. And 150 minutes exercise a week. And cut out sugar, bad fats and heavy carbs. Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I can eat. Do you know what? I don't eat fucking stupidly. I just eat late at night. That's my problem. And like when I train, I can eat whatever I want. It's me. For me, I've got to do the exercise. Yeah, sure did. So what were your kettle cooking skills on the inside? They were good. They were good. I was the mug that did it and had to wash absolutely everything in my room because it absolutely stunk of cooking oil. It's horrible. All my clothes, my curtains, a lot. Oh, do you know what? It's over now though, Kieran. Are you back to work tomorrow? Gotta go, love you and leave you. Okay, I love you, Parkhead. See you soon. It's horrible. I don't even go out, mate. I'm a sociable lass, so little steps. Oh, I don't go out. I don't like going out. I've got to go to London tomorrow. I'm doing some filming and I actually just don't want to go. And I'm excited to do it, but like, it's just that whole getting out and doing it, and I've turned into a hermit. I've said on TV some lads were banging onions and going God knows what else into kettles to cook up. I got to admit, it looked gross. Thank you, Jay. I can do it, and so can you. Yeah, man, people cook up fish and that, and it's nasty. But because you can get onions and everything like that, you'd fry up your onions, sometimes peppers and stuff like that. And then, yeah. And then you put do like the sauce and then put, corned beef in there, mix it all up. And then you'd use someone else's kettle on board, keep boiling it, boil the water, cook pasta in it. And it tastes a little bit like spaghetti bolognese. Because I don't like corned beef. When you actually heat it up and mash it all up and put it into sauce, it doesn't taste like corned beef at all. Well, at least you'll keep busy then, Kieran. I think, like, you know, when you go out and having a bit of a routine and working, it just takes your mind off things sometimes. Have you got any podcasts? No. I've done one with Ellie McKay, but that's like audio on Spotify. So you guys need to check it out. It's my life story. I think I'm going up to do another one with her as well. But I'm going, it's recorded for Channel 5 tomorrow. So it's exciting. I'm probably going to shoot off in about 5-10 minutes anyway. I want chocolate, I want sweets, most of my milk, but I can't do it. Are you drink? Am I drunk? Are you asking if I'm drunk? I'm certainly not. I wish I was. God, if I was drunk, I'd be dancing all around the bloody room. I'll make a right. I'm a funny drunk. Sorry, ignore the other message from me. Yes, I feel better when I'm doing things. I get more sad on my own, even though sometimes I like my own company. Yeah, it's I get that. Because it's like, I want to be on my own, but then when you're on your own, you kind of like get lonely. I used to be like that. Is this for a new documentary you're filming Channel 5 tomorrow? Yeah, it is, Phil. If you were ill in prison, do you have to get a sick note from the doctors to miss a day's work? Yes, you do, Joanne. You do. You literally have to go. You have to see a doctor, put in a request to see a doctor, and then they'll sign you off sick. You can't not just go to work. You get like a repercussion for it. No, I will be doing more podcasts, Daniel. I will. Honestly, do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, right? January, I was happy. I was in a good place, but I literally just had no get up and go at all. So I was lazy as hell through January. It fell into February, and I don't know where March has gone. I really don't. Yeah, I'm driving to London, yeah. I can't deal with public transport. It's people. I can't, like, London's just hectic as hell. I'd much rather drive. So glad I don't do lonely, be solo best. All I know. Yeah, that's the same as me. I can't even imagine like being in a relationship now. Like it'd be weird. This is the longest I've ever been single. It's just, I'm happy. I'm happy as hell, man. I hate being on my own, but I got a vinyl turntable here to blast the sounds out and keep the neighbours happy. That's my release. Go on, Phil. Yeah, I just got my cats. Mum drives me insane, so my life's too hectic anyway. People are so rude in London. Well, generally, I know. Even driving, they don't give a shit. If they want to come over, they're coming over. I don't mind driving though. You're one of the loveliest people I've ever met on YouTube. Thank you, Kieran. Thank you. And you're sweet yourself anyway. I love it because you always, when someone puts something negative, you're always there. You've always got my back, so I appreciate you. And I hope you feel better soon as well. And you're not alone as well. You always come into the little YouTube family here. We all support one another. Even me. Like today, I wasn't going to come on, and then I was just feeling a bit shit, and I thought, not even for any particular reason. So I thought, let me come on because everyone just uplifts everyone in here. A video of a Lego car just appeared on my Facebook with a registration Jim. Someone's trying to tell me something, lol. 100%, that is a sign. I'm telling you now, I believe in all that. I believe in all the universe and all the signs and all that crap. So it is 100% a sign. If you're on Facebook, add me on Facebook. Just put in my name. Don't do the UK ex-female prisoner one because Glenna deals with all that and all the messages and everything. Hello, are you coming in now? What time is it? Yes. Right, give me 1 second. They've both come in. I'm just going to shut the window so they can't get out. 1 sec. Unlucky. You're not going back out now. It's too late. You two are too brave and too young. Sorry. I have to shut the big window now. My two little monkeys are in. Where are we? I don't mind the tube in London if it's simple places to get to, but within 2-3 changes I panic like, yeah, nah, I won't even do the tube. I just don't really do public transport. It's just not me. Yeah, make sure you do, Jay. Oh, thanks. I'll always have your back. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you. I have a duck. Okay. A duck? What, for dinner? Hopefully one day you'll be in a relationship. No, I'll never say no to it. Never ever. Like, you know, I'll meet someone, I like them, and we meet up and that. Yeah, I'm down. Like, but the next relationship I get in, it's got to be forever, man. Like, I want my wifey or nothing. I'd rather just stay on my own. I can't be arsed with it all. I cannot be asked. Yeah, it's not that I don't want it. It just if to think, like, you know, I've spoke to girls and stuff like that, but then like to actually go and meet someone, it's been so long now. It's just like I don't even know if I want it, man. That's like, so I don't bother. I'm kind of contradicting myself. I know I am, but all the fuck all. Yeah, of course, Jane. What's the point? I'm too old to mess around now. I just want a nice, chilled, easy life. Someone that can accept all of this stuff as well, what I do. Where are you? Is that still your bedroom you've done up or another room? When I first saw it, I thought you'd moved out. No, this is like my little office that I done up. Like, it's like the prison themed kind of thing. So it was my mum's old little bedroom where she was, but they had to put in the front room in a hospital bed because it's not enough room in here. Oh, hi, Canada. Well, I always say hi, Canada. Obviously, your name's not Canada, but shout out to Canada. Thank you for joining us. Love hurts in my experience sometimes. I prefer being single. Never way to, never. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does. Like, the last relationship, it wasn't the best. On both sides, trust me, I'm far from perfect, and let's put it this way, it's enough to put me off being with someone for a while. It's the arguing. It's not her, not at all. Like, her heart was amazing, but it's the arguing and stuff like that was enough to put me off. When I flew out to Germany, the train to Heathrow from Chippenham straight to Paddington, then Heathrow Express come back last year. I was back in Chippenham from Heathrow in an hour and a half. Bloody hell. I've been single 10 years now. I just focus on learning new things to keep the loneliness away. Oh, bless you, Jay. Do you know what my thing is I like it. I like sleeping diagonal across my bed, like the wrong way. I like not arguing. I actually don't feel lonely. And that's probably because I got mum that's like having a child, and then I got 4 cats. So I don't think there's room. I'd have to get like an extra large queen bed. I know she's poorly. I bet she's proud you've done it up for your channel. Yeah, it's just a shame she can't really see it properly. But she's got a cataracts, one of her cataracts being done next week, because she's like 95% blind. So at least she'll be able to see videos and stuff like that. Oh, that noise was my kitten. Yeah, you do get used to your own company. Yeah, I don't miss the arguments either. My ex used to start rows because she was bored. Not good. And the lies and games and cheating. Apart from that, tally-ho. They're the golden rules, isn't it, though? I can't deal with all that, like, people, you know, when you have an argument and they don't talk to you for like 2-3 days, man, and they block you and all that. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that stuff, man. Like, get your angry. Like, see me, like, if I get really angry in an argument, or getting all irate now, you have to leave me, but just for a couple of hours. Just leave me. Just let me chill out, and then let me see the situation from your side as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but days and stuff like that, I can't deal with all that. That's game playing to me. I'm glad I did the surgery to help her see. Yeah, thank you, Joanne. Me too. Yeah, the cold shoulder. It's like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, no, man, let's talk it through, because that hurts. That's horrible. Like, that's like torture to someone. But yeah, anyway. Unless a depressing note. God, I'm so tired. I always come on when I'm knackered as well. My eyes go droopy when I'm tired. When I'm drunk and when I'm tired. But I'm not drunk. That's not banging. love munching away. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot off because I've got to get everything ready for tomorrow and I've got a bit of a long day. So I will be back soon. And yeah, I appreciate everyone coming in and anyone new. And thank you for all the questions. It's been a really good one tonight because we're not talking about people fancying me or something like that. Have a good night, friend. The best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be back on in the week anyway. I'll let you all know how it went. Thank you very much. Bye, my dear. Big hugs to you, mate. Oh, and you. Good luck, safe journey. We do, though. Thank you. Good night, guys.